sprinkles.
Exactly. You've got Smarties and sprinkles. I've actually got an Olympian who's here. We're going to be chatting with Marielle Thompson, who's with Team Canada Ski Cross, coming up after the break, live from the patio at Dublin Gate here at the Pan Pacific Mountainside. We are, 72 days, we figured, to Sochi, and I called you an Olympian, but you're actually an Olympic hopeful. The whole point is you got to compete first, right, Marielle?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to competing in Sochi. We got to go there last winter, and it was a really cool experience, very different from Canada, and I'm just really looking forward to it.
Fantastic. So tell us a little bit about the training that's involved. I mean, you grew up here in Whistler, so you have such a access already, but tell us a little bit about what you do to prepare for the games.
I'm actually really lucky because after the Vancouver Whistler Olympics here in 2010, we have a lot of training facilities, like down in the Athletes Village. I get to train there basically 5 days a week throughout the summer in our off season, around 2 to 3 hours a day, depending on what kind of workout it is. So I'm really lucky to have such great facilities here in Whistler.
Wonderful. Now, I think it was in March you actually were competing, and I've got to get this right, you were the first Canadian who...
I was the first Canadian to win a World Cup overall Crystal Globe in 2011-2012, which means I was the best overall throughout the whole season of the World Cup. And yeah,
you are. She's the best, that's for sure. And of course, we're staying nice and warm here by the fire, but hello, how much do we love these mittens?
Loving them.
These are awesome. And Lloyd, this is just one little piece of the package as we sort of celebrate Sochi.
It is. If you book at the Pan Pacific Whistler 2 nights as part of our Go for the Gold package, everyone will receive these wonderful red mittens. You also would receive a bobsleigh ride up at the Whistler Sliding Center for 2 people, and our Sochi cocktail.
So tell us about this cocktail here. It's like it's on fire. It's supposed to be on fire.
It is on fire. I can only
us.
see the flames behind in the fire.
Exactly.
But when we don't light it for all the guests, but it symbolizes the Olympic torch. So if you can see the flame in there,
yes,
it actually looks like the Olympic cauldron and the Olympic torch.
It's perfect. And by the way, we were saying here, of course, at the Pan Pacific Mountainside, a fabulous hotel as we gear up, of course, for the opening of Blackcomb for tomorrow. Here's a little cocktail. I know, Marielle, you're training, so no cocktail for you, but you know what? Why don't you have a sip of that, Lloyd? We're not training. More details, of course, on Blackcomb and all things Whistler. You can go to their website.
Cheers.
That's a different type of training for those two. You enjoy. Look how sexy that fireplace is.
It's so sexy.